Ladies and gentlemen, how's everyone doing on this fine Wednesday night? What's new with everyone? How's everyone been this week? Let me just go ahead and do our normal chat bots. Did anyone do anything fun this week? Like, do some fun errands, do anything fun, video games? Tell me about it in chat. I would love to hear about it. All right, so let me get our other chat up. All right, so today we're going to be doing a flight from Nice to France. No, sorry, Nice to Paris. We're in France, duh. We're going to be doing a flight from Nice to Paris. This is going to be an Air France Fenix A320 flight operated on VATSIM. So as you can see, this is default Nice, by the way. So we're going to be flying on VATSIM today. I'm probably going to do a little bit more VATSIM for now on. Because I've started to not like Beyond at times. I think it's started to bug me at times. So we're going to go on the frequency. Turn on the aircraft. Make sure everything's operating. Let me go ahead and get everything on. Flight plan submitted. Everything's going to be going good. Not a proper star that I've discovered in Paris, but it'd be interesting to see if there is a good one, maybe while we're on the ground. But what's everyone up to today? Is everyone doing their own thing? Everyone having fun? Nice, okay. Go ahead and get our flight plan ready to go. It's imported from SimBrief. Nice to Paris, awesome. So make sure that our ground services are on. All right, everything's looking good. Turn on our floodlights. These are a lot better. Jeez. Is there a cabin? No, there isn't. Okay. Go ahead and turn on our dome lights. So it's quite brighter in here. Turn on our nav ADF switches. Constraints. Flight directors are on. Awesome. So we'll wait for all the nav switches to line up here momentarily. According to the VATSIM map, I am the only one in Nice currently. So we will be flying into Paris a little later. Frankfurt has a little bit of traffic, but not much. Paris, there's only one aircraft in right now. It's going to be a very quiet night on ATC, I do think, but I like the realism. I'm gonna take the realism out for a spin. So, what's everyone been up to? All right, awesome. Go ahead and start getting our flight plan imported. Well, actually, yeah. We'll get it imported, but then we will also get a good star going. Make sure that it's operating. Alright, chat, what's going on? Anything new? Nope. Flying listener, hey Pilot Pete, ready to fly into the City of Lights? Oh, indeed. In fact, we might be flying over Paris because of the star that we have. So it's going to be fantastic. According to the flight plan I have, it looks about accurate to the real life situation. Oh, jeez, man. Goodness, the Phoenix is loud. Woo! So we're going to do AFR for our flight number, and the flight number is 19er Quebec Alpha. Cost index today. Got a cost index of 46. Jeez. You know, I might even change that and make that like 23 or something. Like cost index 20. That is pretty high. I'm gonna make that 20. That's not good. All right, nice. Our cruise temperature is going to be flight level 340 since we're in Europe, or in US, you're talking 34,000. So y'all can understand it a little bit more. All right, awesome. All right, LFMN departure today will be runway 04 right. We have done a departure out of Nice before, so I'm quite familiar with it. We're going to be using a different SID out of Nice today. The real world routing used it as well. We're going to be using a T7 Alpha for our SID. And our star today, there's no, or sorry, not star. There's no transition out of the takeoff, which is kind of strange. No VS page today. This is only an hour flight, so we can put our arrivals in. Let's go ahead and go to ILS 08 right, or 08 Romeo. Our star today, if we can find it, does it even exist in here? It does not. Okay. So there's gotta be a star somewhere. It's probably in the VS page. Let's see. The VS page suggests... Yeah, none of these are... okay. Okay. 1 minute. I gotta figure something out. Go ahead and get our fuel information ready to go in the sim brief panel. So let's go to load aircraft, GSX boarding and refueling. Awesome. Awesome. Catering, okay, that'll be all right. Go ahead and get our water and lavatory service as well. Lavatory service. I'm going to be going on to Charfox and analyzing some data in Charfox. I'm not seeing anything, something's not right in my data, so I have to do a little bit of analyzing before we get out of Nice. So be LFMN, correct. Let me go ahead and get it up for you all. Yeah, it's not showing up. Give me 1 moment. There you go, there's Charfox. Alright. Let's take a look. So it'd be LFMN. Alright, so the SID is not the problem. It's the star that's more of a problem. LFPG. Hold on. Okay, Charles De-Gaulle. Let's go to the approach. It's going to be 08 right today. Okay. Star today. I need a map. Charts themselves, like, graphs are not, tables are not going to help me. Yeah, this is not going to be very helpful. Charfox is not really helping me that much. And they might give me table data, but it's like, okay, I don't... Alright, hold on. And here are whatchamacallit, refueling. I'm trying to figure this out, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Huh, well. Okay, that's interesting. So the star. Yeah, the charts coming into Paris are quite weird. This is an Arnav star. Huh. Try code 1. Okay, interesting. I'm gonna have to do a bit of further research, ladies and gentlemen. You have to give me a couple of minutes to figure this all out, so... Alright. Give me a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta figure out how we're gonna be operating this aircraft, so... not that the flight's not going, it's just I have to figure out a couple of logistical things to get our aircraft out of, or into Paris, so... Looks like the flight plan's almost good. I just have to get it all ready. Okay, let me... Popular stars in LFPG. Hmm. Hmm. No. Okay. I'm trying to do my research here. I want the large... Actually, I've got an idea. We could do a little bit of experimentation. Maybe that would work out. Okay, PG503. Awesome. So let's go to LFPG. Arrival is going to be 08 Romeo or 08 right. All right, let's check out a couple things. Okay. Uh-huh. There has to be a star in Paris. Where's the Vias page, too? Okay. Mm-hmm. Nope. None of these. Nope. Nope. Trying to... None of these stars are working out. Attach the pushback tug. Ah, there you go. Okay, keep going. Honestly, some of these are working out a lot more well than I thought they would, so... Chat, you'll have to give me a few minutes before I get to you. Okay. I gotta figure that out. That's... 08 right. I think they're operating 08 right, if I'm correct. I'll check. I see you are deciding to go back to VATSIM. How come? I like it, but it seems stressful. At times it is. Not right now it's not, but you know, I should be realistic. I should face the stressful conditions. If I get suspended, it would be disappointing, but yes. What would my flight plan say for the star? Huh, jeez. I'm gonna make a slight adjustment to my flight plan, ladies and gentlemen. 9 Echo. We're going, Okie. Yeah, that's gonna work. Looks good to me. See how this works. It's not in my flight plan, but I should file it too. Yes, so I think that's a really well done flight plan. I just have to... I have to file it. It's Okie 17 Echo. Yeah, it's not going to work out, but we got a flight plan. All right, nice. Maybe we might do a bit of adjusting. All right, good. Now I'm going to re-pre-file, and then I'm going to do a little bit of flight plan work. Where are we right now with our packs? 56. Awesome. Yeah, this is a difficult flight plan for me. Awesome. Okay, so let me go back to my sim brief. Re-import. Return. Okay, so it'll be under init, or NCD menu, ATSU, AOC menu, flight init. Go ahead and get the data. And init. Yeah, it's going to not be up to date, but that's okay. Request the winds. Okay, at least I have imported everything. 122.8 is on. Fantastic. Direct. Flight plan. The whatchamacallit's still the same. It's just the star is going to be different. So 08 right. Sim brief. It's Tinnel. Hang on. 08 right. TIN. TIN 9 Echo. And then the VS page. Tinnel. No, not here. Okay. Not here. Dang it. We're just gonna have to use the one that we liked. Oki 7 Echo. It was. Yeah, that's how it's gonna work out. Anyway. Return. Insert. Alright, I think that's our flight plan, so that's pretty good. Grab, oh my god, 109 passengers. Nav should be on. Smoking and seatbelts should be on. I don't know why I didn't turn my nav on, but that's okay. A couple of things. Transponder at all times should be on. TA switch should be on. Let's go to VATSIM and see what they give me for the squawk code. Okay. So what'll be our squawk? We don't have any squawk that they found us, so we're just gonna have to stay on Unicom. Yeah, I'm not seeing any squawk that I should use right now. Unless if they give me squawk. Hold on. Ah, no squawk. Interesting. Oh. Alright, so today they're going to give me a flight level of 3-4,000. So we'll... Alright, flight level 34. Awesome. There you go. Packs are boarded. Mass imbalance. Let me just go ahead and go to the settings and make sure that all of our callouts are on. Awesome. All right. So a couple things we have to do as well. Let's go to our ground. No, it's under. Hold on. Takeoff performance. Departure perf. Live weather must be on. Calculate. Maybe we need to get the fuel info already. And so go to Phoenix, go to mass imbalance, send to MCDU. Let's go to our fuel preds. Looks good to me. I like it. It probably needs to take the fuel weights before the takeoff weights can go in. Departure perf, sync live weather, calculate. Huh. Load sheet. Well, that's weird. I've never... Takeoff weight range must be 40 to 73,500. Well, let me do myself a favor. Let me look at the ES estimated takeoff weight. It's going to be 60401. Okay. Ah.
Nice Airport information, Charlie. 2300 Zulu.
I don't know why you're
7
not...
at 8.
Why you're
Visibility
giving me...
9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 18. Dew point 13. QNH 1004. ILS Yankee runway 4 left.
QNH
ILS Zulu
1020.
runway 4 right in use. Landing and departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read
I don't know what I
short
didn't do
instructions.
right.
Advise controller on initial contact. You have Charlie.
Huh. We got the MEDAR. But I'm not understanding what they want me to do.
Zulu. Wind tree 27 at 8. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 18. Dew point 13. QNH 1004. ILS Yankee runway 4 left.
Did I forget
ILS
something?
runway 4 right in use. Landing and departing runway 4 left.
Oh, jeez. No, 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 no.
aircraft say
Why? Why are
all
you...
aircraft
Okay.
hold short instructions. Advise
No.
controller on initial
I saw
contact. You have
packs off.
Nice Airport information Delta.
This is weird, ladies and gentlemen.
Wind tree 27 at 8.
Or actually, let me think of it like this. The takeoff weight's going to be...
Dew point 13. QNH 1004.
How about
ILS Yankee runway 4 left.
60.4?
Runway 4 right in use. Landing and departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right.
Yeah, let's try that.
Our aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short.
That's a lot more like it.
Controller on initial contact. You have Delta.
So weird that they're not importing it automatically.
Delta. 2300 Zulu. Wind tree 27 at 8.
Alright, so that's our...
Sky condition
We have a
clear.
trim of 0 today. That's incredible.
Dew point 13.
Alright.
QNH 004.
Let me go use the restroom for a quick second, ladies and gentlemen. Then we'll be ready for pushback.
4 right in use. Landing and departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have Delta. Nice Airport information Delta. 2300 Zulu. Wind tree 27 at 8. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 18. Dew point 13. QNH 1004. ILS Yankee runway 4 left and ILS Zulu runway 4 right in use. Landing and departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have Delta. Nice Airport information Delta. 2300 Zulu. Wind tree 27 at 8. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 18. Dew point 13. QNH 1004. ILS Yankee runway 4 left and ILS Zulu runway 4 right in use. Landing and departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have Delta. Nice Airport information Delta. 2300 Zulu. Wind tree 27 at 8. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 18. Dew point 13. QNH 1004. ILS Yankee runway 4 left and ILS Zulu runway 4 right in use. Landing and departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have Delta. Nice Airport information Delta. 2300 Zulu. Wind tree 27 at 8. Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go.
Dew point 1 tree. QNH 1004. ILS Yankee runway 4 left and ILS Zulu
All right, get our APUs on.
landing and departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Delta. Nice Airport information Delta. 230
Looks like the
Zulu.
ATIS is going off like crazy right now.
Visibility 9er. Sky condition clear. Temperature 18.
Make sure that the weather is accurate. I don't know why it's on.
ILS Yankee runway 4 left.
That's probably why takeoff weights weren't right.
And departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on
I thought it would be.
you have Delta.
Man, I decided, you know what, maybe VATSIM would be good for me because I would do doing realistic flights. I don't know why our
Visibility 6. Sky condition. Ceiling 9900.
ATIS is going crazy. All right, beacons.
QNH 1020. ILS Yankee runway 4 left and ILS Zulu runway 4 right in use. Landing and departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right. VFR aircraft.
Check if any frequency came on.
Back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Delta. Nice Airport information Delta. 2300 Zulu. Wind
Nope.
327 at 6.
We'll remain on Unicom.
Sky condition. Ceiling 9900 broken. Temperature 15. Dew point 11. QNH 1020. ILS Yankee runway 4 left and ILS Zulu runway 4 right in use. Landing and departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Delta. Nice Airport information Delta. 2300 Zulu. Wind 327 at 6.
We're going to be departing right.
Visibility 6. Sky condition. Ceiling 9900 broken. Temperature 15.
Air France 19er Quebec Alpha at Nice Airport, pushing back. Okay, parking brakes. Oh, that ATIS is going to get annoying very fast.
Advise controller on initial contact you have Delta. Nice Airport information Delta. 2300
All right,
Zulu.
engine 1, ignition start.
Visibility 6. Sky condition. Ceiling 9900 broken. Temperature 15. Dew point 11. QNH 1021. ILS Yankee runway 4 left and ILS Zulu runway 4 right in use. Landing and departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Delta. Nice Airport information Delta. 2300 Zulu. Wind 337 at 5. Visibility 6. Sky condition. Ceiling 9900 broken. Temperature 15. Dew point 11. QNH 1021. ILS Yankee runway 4 left and ILS Zulu
All right,
runway
pushing
4
back
right
is
in use.
successful thus far.
And departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right. VFR
Parking
aircraft
brakes
say
set.
direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Delta.
All right, engine 2, starting ready.
Delta. 2300 Zulu. Wind 337 at 5. Visibility 6.
Max auto brakes
Sky condition.
selected.
Ceiling 9900 broken. Temperature
Speed brakes, test out.
11. QNH 1021. ILS Yankee runway 4 left and ILS Zulu runway
Flaps
4 right in use.
down.
Landing and departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right.
Speed
VFR
brakes
aircraft say direction of
armed.
flight. All aircraft read back,
Trim.
short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Delta. Nice Airport information Delta. 2300 Zulu.
Trim
Wind 337 at
0.0.
Visibility 6. Sky condition. Ceiling 9900 broken. Temperature 15. Dew point 11. QNH 10.
Pitch trim 0.0.
Yankee runway 4 left. and
THS 0.0. Awesome.
in use. Landing and departing runway 4 left and runway 4
All right,
VFR aircraft say direction of flight.
ignition now, normal start.
Read back, hold short instructions.
Taxi lights
Advise controller on initial contact.
Wing.
Delta. Nice Airport information.
APUs.
300 Zulu. Wind tree 7 at 5. Visibility 6.
Awesome.
Ceiling
Speed
9900
brakes.
broken.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
15.
Everything's looking good. Auto brake, max, signs on, cabin.
ILS Yankee runway 4 left.
Takeoff config, normal. Hold it. See what happens.
Departing runway 4 left and runway 4 right. VFR
Okay.
aircraft
Should be good. Park brake on. Pred windshield off. I don't know what that does. Company message. APU available. That just means it's turning off. So that's good. Alright. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let me contact frequency, let them know or let the frequency know that I'm ready to taxi. Air France 19er Quebec Alpha, taxiing to runway 04 right in Nice via Charlie 1, Whiskey.
All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have Delta.
Whoa, whoa,
Nice
uh-oh.
Airport information Delta.
That's what's happening.
Zulu. Wind tree 7 at 5. Visibility.
It's because my
6.
reversers were on.
Sky condition. Ceiling 9900 broken. Temperature 15. Dew point 11. QNH 1021.
And there's a glitch in the scenery. Goodness gracious.
Runway 4 right in use. Landing and departing.
That was a
runway
really
4 left,
weird.
runway 4 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read
Yeah,
back.
this ATIS is going to be really annoying.
Advise controller on initial contact. You have Delta. Nice Airport information Delta.
Shut up! I hear ya! How do I turn you off?
Visibility 6.
We're on Unicom. Oh, wait.
Ceiling 9900
Man,
broken.
we're not on the right frequency.
15. Dew point 11.
Why is this not on Unicom?
1021. ILS Yankee runway 4 left and ILS Zulu runway 4 right in use.
What?
And departing runway.
That's so much better. Air France 19er Quebec Alpha, taxiing to runway 04 right in Nice via Charlie 1. What the heck happened? I thought we were on Unicom. That's what I thought. Well, that's on me, but no one's on, so I'm fine. All right. Since no one's on, I think we're cleared across, so I'm not worried. Oh my god. Strobes. I don't know how that happened. Well, okay. Alright, coming up. Runway 04 right. I thought we were on Unicom. 122.8, yeah. That's about right. I don't know why our ATIS just decided to turn on automatically. I didn't even set that. Oh. Hmm. Do we have anyone coming in? Nope, we don't. We're good. All right. Okay, parking brake for a moment. Landing lights. Runway lights, strobes, takeoff lights, awesome. Seat belts, packs. TA/RA switch. Yep. And then everything looks good to me. Awesome. Last thing we have to do is get our cameras ready to go for takeoff, and then we'll be ready. So let's go ahead, without further ado, get the yoke camera activated so you all could see it. And not that one, but the other one, wherever it is. No, not that one. Jeez, what's going on? There you go. Perfect. All right, we're ready to go. Air France, Air France 09er Quebec Alpha, runway 04 right, departing. Sorry, Air France 09er Quebec Alpha, runway 04, and Nice LFMN, departing runway 04 right. All right, let's do this. Our rudders are kind of acting a bit weirdly. Maybe I'm not applying enough force. All right, let's do this. Rotate. Awesome. Smooth. V2 and climb. Gear is coming up. We're going to make our right-hand turn. Flaps coming up. Wow, the wind tonight's incredible. That is, ooh. Either it's the force I'm putting on the side stick, or yikes. I'm gonna take it direct. To this waypoint. We're on Unicom, so I'm not worried. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. QNH. That was a beautiful departure out of Nice. And that was an almost perfectly centered takeoff. I'd probably give that a 9. Well done. All right, we're gonna make our next turn. Wow, what a takeoff that was. Wow, we are early for a takeoff. Like really early. Fantastic. All right, flight level 100. Speed brakes can be disarmed. Awesome. This is looking good. All right, we're gonna be speeding up quite a bit now. That's good. Into anti-ice. Is it that cold in France right now? Hold on. Uh-oh. Hold on, let's see. Anti-ice, ice detected. Okay, we'll turn it on. Must be that cold. And now we're really speeding up. Excuse me. All right, we're going to be flying into Paris here in the next hour, so I'm really excited for this. We're going to see the whole city. There's going to be no VATSIM on, but I am trying to handle this as professionally as possible. You are weirdly cutting in and out, or at least the game sound is cutting in and out. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's on my head. Huh. I mean, can you hear me perfectly right now? Can you hear me now? Hello? You see the video of the Earth setting behind the moon? I wonder what kinds of things they learned that by the expedition around the moon. Oh wait, hang on a minute. I think I know what's going on. Don't tell me that the... oh no. Okay. I don't know why we're getting a poor streaming connection. That's pretty weird. I didn't do anything with my bitrate though, so that... Okay, that's so weird though. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Alright, flight level 190. Yeah, I'm really intrigued by the Artemis mission that NASA conducted. It's well done, I gotta say. I'm really enthusiastic about the possibilities of exploring to the moon. It's really one of the things I'd like to see our astronauts do. It'd be really fun. All right, let me check a couple of things. I want to check where our flight plan goes. Maybe we could take a direct, because we're on VATSIM, and we are on VATSIM. That's the not an excuse, but the excuse is we are on Unicom, so we could technically take directs and control the flight. I will be keeping an eye on other pilots, however. So I suppose what we could do is we could take a direct from our next waypoint, from Orcac to Gimpo, to make things a bit quicker. We're still climbing. Alright, now we're getting a connection. Good. Alright. Should be better. Is that better, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know in chat. I made a slight change. So, we're still up. Making sure everything's running smoothly. I don't know what was happening, so pretty weird. Okay, yeah, I was saying about NASA. I would love to see what NASA does with its astronauts. I'm really excited about the possibility of going to space. Okay. Are you all excited about the possibility of, okay, no, let me rephrase the question. I don't even know what I'm saying now. I'm getting a little bit off topic of the question. The question I was responding to was this Earth and sunset. Earth set on the moon. Isn't it an irony? Number one, it's an irony, but two, I think that the way how it works, it's just the position of the moon that the astronauts for Artemis were on. They weren't on the moon itself. They were orbiting around the moon. And yes, I will say, my goodness, that photograph that NASA released was incredible. Who is excited about the Artemis missions in the next few years? Because I am. I took some pictures of the Artemis mission, of the rocket launching, because I lived 100-something miles away from Cape Canaveral. I mean, I used my Canon camera to take some pictures and really liked it. I'm just really impressed with it. Let me even see if they're using 08 right today in LFPG. Charles De-Gaulle. Give me one moment. Blind listener, let me just check something. Gotta go to Paris and check the airport directions. It's Orly. There's the goal. Okay, so they're using 08 left and 09 right. 09 left. Oh, okay. So we're gonna have to change something, ladies and gentlemen. 09 right, 08 left today. Wait, did that say 09 right and 08 left? Jeez, okay. So according to Radar Box, we're gonna have to use 08 left. Huh. 09 right, 08 left. Tinny 9 Echo. Wow. Okie 7 Echo. Let's do it. I'm going to make that change on my flight plan in Flight Radar or SimBrief very quickly. I'm going to say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm really enthusiastic about this. Hold on. 08 left they're using, and 09. Okay, so it's 08, 0 for landing, 08 left, and 09 are right. So, great. All right. Let me just make sure that it's updated in the VATSIM system. We're going to be taking some directs into LFPG. All right. Pre-file to VATSIM. Let's make sure that's all. Okay. We can't refile it, so I'm just gonna have to disconnect and then reconnect back on. Hold on. There you go. All right. Let's go ahead and read the chat again. I think it's a great advancement to set up a lunar base, but I really wish we as a planet could work more together and have it be an international lunar base. I don't disagree with that. I think if NASA and ESA worked together, NASA, ESA, and whatever China's base is, I'm not sure what China's space group is called, but ESA is a big one as well. European Space Agency. It's another big company that exists in Europe. Yeah, maybe they are working together already. I'm not sure, but if they work together, it could turn out to be a much more advanced system that could land on the moon, which I'm optimistic about it. Although I've not done much research on the current progress of the lunar base possibility, so I mean, I've learned a little bit, but not too much. Any frequencies on? Nope. How long will we be in France? 44 minutes from now. I think from... I think from Logny, we'll take it direct from Logny to Rilla. I think that's what we're gonna do. But the problem is, there's no ATC on it. It's Unicom. It can control the flight. But if ATC's on, I'd have to ask them if they're fine with me doing that. Okay, so how goes your practice with the Concorde? Maybe turn the music down just a tad. It's a bit much. Okay, sure. All right, there you go. Yeah, Concorde's going okay. I haven't done that much testing on it yet, but I did test on it one night. I would like to do a mini practice flight from Orlando to Washington one day and learn how to land the aircraft. Maybe tomorrow I might look into doing that. It's going to take, if it's an hour and a half, it's probably going to take 30 minutes for a flight because of how fast it goes. Holy crap. It'd be interesting to see how it lands. I've not tried it yet in regard to that system. But I'm really excited for it, that's for sure. What do y'all think of this music? I've received some very good feedback about it, so this is really good. Let me see where the winds are going today, then we'll assess it. We are going 340. Well, I'll say, ladies and gentlemen, heading up to Paris, if we go right a little bit more, well, I'm going to do a bit of avoiding some of that flight plan. I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm doing quite a bit of directs. When will be your first Concorde flight on streaming? Don't know yet, but I do plan it in the next few weeks. I needed to make some time to do some testing for myself, and I think tomorrow I'm gonna do a little bit more. Tomorrow and Friday I'm gonna do some more work on it. Maybe Saturday and Sunday as well, because I'll have time. I'm really excited to fly it. It's not an easy aircraft to fly, to manage flying, but it is easy to set up from what I've seen. I'm really excited though. I like the music, but I like hearing you talk more. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are going 377. If I went, let me see. If I look at the wind directions again, yeah, I'm good. I'd be facing opposite of the winds. I mean, I will be regardless. But again, I might be doing myself a service by taking it direct from Logny and avoiding this large gap, and then going direct to the star, if I suppose. I don't know though. What are your plans for Saturday? Are you looking for places to fly? I've got some ideas already, and I'm going to be doing Mexico City to Las Vegas on Saturday. And Sunday, I'm going to be getting ready for probably an extreme flight. This is a very difficult airport to land at. It's called Quito. It's in Ecuador. Quito. Quito, I think it's spelled. Really excited to do it. The scenery coming in is beautiful. The scenery is not bad either. I'm really excited to do it. I'm going to be doing the iFly as well, so that's going to be another thing. High elevation. Yikes. Another high elevation airport. Hey, Las Vegas is too. So, let me look at our current flight projection. If we take it direct from Logny to Urlio, I think it could possibly work. The NDIS is still not applying. Let me see if it's still... I've had them on, but I want to make sure that they're not giving me any warnings. Quito would be pronounced Cato. Okay. I've never heard that pronunciation before, but I've heard that this airport's not easy to land in. According to a YouTube video I watched, only certified pilots can land in this airport. It's not easy. So, it's not as bad as Pero. There are certain approaches that pilots fly, but yes, it will be one of those that I have to be extraordinarily careful of. Yikes. I think Quito is south of, yeah, Quito is south of, Bogota. And in fact, Delta does a flight from Atlanta to Quito. It's gonna be interesting. Do they do the A350? I'm curious. That would be a really fun flight to do one day. I might try the 350 in this airport. Done the 767. Alright, let's take it direct. Is there anyone on frequency right now in VATSIM? Let's check. Before I do, I want to make sure. Okay. Because there's no one on frequency, I doubt there will be. But in normal flights, we would not be doing this unless if permission's granted. But because it's so late in Europe, and because it's unlikely that they'll come on, we can take a chance. So let's take it direct to... What's this waypoint? Urlio. Hmm. Or Tinnel. Yeah, there you go. Actually, hang on a minute. That's not right, but let me... Tinnel... I guess that's right. Yeah. Yeah, we'll probably take Tinnel. It's FF301. We want to take it direct to. There you go. Perfect. I did the wrong waypoint. All right. Awesome. Nice. We're going to be going 380 knots. Kato. 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 I will also check our descending charts into LFPG. Let's take a look. Hold on. Alright, flight level 200, 160, 150. Okay. What's the airport elevation? Huh. And I'm gonna ask, what do you think will happen next in the NASA Artemis mission? What do you think will happen next? The elevation for Paris is 392 feet. How is that flight level 50 coming in? I'm gonna check our charts coming in. Let's see the ILS. There's no way that could be right, chat. No way. No. What in the world, chat? This is not right. Is this ILS? Huh. Let's look. They don't even give me an altitude. That's the thing. IG08 left. Yeah, you want to be at flight level 50. Oh, I guess the charts are right. Yeah, there's no... What zoom are we at? 20. Huh. Maybe it might be right, because it is quite a distance, and there goes that weather. Jeez! I was like, how's that right? Oops. Precision approach terrain. Hold on. And they're not giving me... By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this, but ChartFox is one of my favorite chart websites to use. I use it for Beyond. I use it for many means of charts. We got something from VATSIM though. Hold on. EDF traffic on final 07. That's Frankfurt traffic. Okay. Yeah. Huh. Well, I don't know what these numbers mean. I don't know. If it's 300, let's make the minimum 710. If I had to guess, I'm not sure, however. Alright, we got wait, are we seriously on setting? Wow, we don't have that much far to go for descending, so we'll go ahead and get our descending instructions ready to go. Okay, according to our Fenix instructions, we've got QNH 10. Wait, hang on, that's the departure. Arrival, we've got 1024, so we'll set that. Temp today, 11 degrees. Wind today, 060 at 10 knots. All right. Awesome. So it sounds like our approach is ready. We just have to get our QNH switches ready to go. I doubt Paris will be on. Nice. One 1024. All right. And the other is pronounced Bogota. Bogota. Okay, good to know. Bogota. Bogota. All right, so opt flight level should be 340. Yes. We'll make sure that we're on our descending point today. Prague 340. Make sure that our let's check something. Hang on. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like everything's all right. So in it, make sure the winds are a little bit more up to date. Sweet. Should be good. Make sure that everything is more accurate to now. I am... Oh, wait, I just realized that my charts are still up. I am working on making a new overhead... new overlay for my stream, ladies and gentlemen, and what that means is I will be using a new tool called Sim Toolkit Pro, and it basically is a flight analytics software. It's like Elvatex. I think some functions of it are more specific, though Elvatex is probably the best with FPM wise, I'd say. Yeah, they are using 08 right today. In real life they are, but according to Radar Box, let me check Radar Box for a quick second. Let me check. LFPG, they're using... Yeah, they're using... For landing, 09er right and 08 left. So it'll be... Yeah. Yeah, because we're coming from the south, it's probably a bit more realistic to use 08 right. It is up to us on Unicom, so we can make that choice. But if we're on VATSIM itself, I'd probably... Yeah, I'd go... They're using both. So it's probably okay. Okay, so the stream has been excellent since that connection has been restored. So yay! It's great. UNH set. Arrival 1024. Yep. (1024). Great. So we want to be on flight level 50. We're almost ready. We're going to be in Paris in no time. I think I've really done a good job cutting the flight back a little bit. So I'm really excited to come into Paris and see the city. As much as I do want to come over the city, ladies and gentlemen, I might not be able to get to the whole city because of the flight time. So I know some of you do want to see it though. So we'll do the best we can. We want to make the flight time as quick as possible to be realistic. Realistic! Alright, we're coming up to the top of the descent, ladies and gentlemen. 7 distance, so we'll be ready to go momentarily. No frequency on. Let me just check for a quick moment. Nope, not at all. All right, 1 distance. Any second, we'll be setting that switch to start our descent. Like now. All right, constraints, begin descent. Beautiful. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. How far are we? 49 minutes and 32. And what's the average real world time? It takes an hour and 15. Wow. I wonder if I can. When was this flight? Let's see the. Yeah, today it was. No. Today it was 1 hour and 23. So it ranges above an hour, which is good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, because there might not be any frequencies on, I will go AFK for a minute to restroom break, then we'll be ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Who's ready to land in Paris? Oh, yeah, I could see this city appearing on my screen. We got a few. We got one airplane in Paris right now. One that did depart a few minutes ago, so we'll be fine coming in. What do you see outside the window? I mean, I see highways. In the distance at our 10 o'clock, I could see the city lights of Paris. So we're coming in. We're making a turn, left-hand turn. So we are kind of inching toward Paris right now. So that's good. All right. Getting a tad bit of speed. I think we're going to be down around 8:30 Eastern time. Kind of stretching my hands to get ready for the controller, getting some activity in my body to make sure that I'm not stressed, I'm not stiff during the landing, so making sure that I'm all right, I'm in good condition. So, yeah, we are inching toward, I could see our city coming up on the 12 o'clock, or the 11 o'clock, so that's good. All right, flight level 186. Who's ready to see this arrival? Because I am. All right, nice. Level 160. Pending traffic, which should be nothing. We're going to be making quite a quick vector into the airport. So it should be a no-brainer. All right. Now, who's excited for Saturday's stream? Because I am. I'm going to be doing Mexico City to Vegas. Vegas is going to be a fun airport to land in. I'm really excited to fly into Vegas because Vegas scenery is incredible in default. Not default, sorry. Payware. I don't like the interior that much. It's okay. Though I will say that I am really, I'm just really excited for Mexico City. I've never done Mexico City before. So it'd be nice to try a new airport out. What about you all? You all like the idea of doing Mexico City? Alright, we're approaching the Paris skyline, so we'll be coming down in the next few minutes. So, bravo! Yeah, I've never done Mexico City. It's apparently the biggest city in Mexico. I'm not sure if it's the capital, but it's interesting. It's interesting to see how Mexico City will work out. So I'm really excited. What about you all? Are you all excited? I've not landed in Paris in a while, so it's been probably a few months. So it'd be interesting to give it a go. They're landing 08 right, but according to the traffic data I have, they're doing 08 left. So I will use the radar box detection. And plus, I do think 08 left is closer, though I do think 08 left would be a safer runway to land on, though I will say that I don't know why they're pointing 08 left in this case. It's pretty weird. Let's look. Yeah, they still say runways in use for landing 08 left. Huh. But it says 16%, but they are both in as long as they're both in operation, that's fine. That's fine. All right. All right, I can see the moon ahead of me. Make sure our leather's on live. Good. It's a really nice night coming into Paris, Charles de Gaulle. Again, I don't want to make the vector too far out, but I do want to do reasonable and try and show you all the views coming in. All right, flight level 130. Sunday's approach is gonna be really interesting. Okay, I think Mexico City sounds really interesting. I've never been there, but it's a very, very large city, and it's in, like, I think an extinct volcano that was gigantic. I'm not really sure. I don't know if it is or not. Be interesting to see. I know that I think Mexico City, from what I've understood, was over a giant lake. That's, I don't know, no more, I guess. I don't know, though. I'd have to look. Alright, flight level 120. Alright, we're coming up to the Paris skyline. So this is incredible. We're coming in. No frequency on VATSIM right now, correct? Doesn't look like it. So yeah, got 777 and an A380 in Paris. Yep, we got a 777 down the ground. I will let Unicom know when I'm on final. 152.8, fantastic. All right, awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the music. Apologize about that, but we do need to get ready for our final approach, so it needs to happen. As much as I don't want it to, it will happen. The approach needs to be the main priority and focus. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and turn our taxi lights on, our landing lights on, runway lights on, seatbelts on. Awesome, and I'm in sight with the airport as we speak, so this is incredible. What we're gonna be doing is going past it and then making a 180-degree turn to come in for final. So great, great. I could definitely see it down there. Holy crap! By the way, I see that one of the runways on the opposite directions in operation, which is completely inaccurate. All right, coming in for downwind. All right, we're coming over the Paris skyline, so this is gonna be fun. Fun. I never knew that Mexico City could have been over an extinct volcano. That's an interesting observation to make. Or is it a fact? I'm not sure. I actually don't know. Some cool destinations in Paris that I know of: the Palace of Versailles, the Eiffel Tower. Those are two popular ones that I know of. Let me just close my windows. It's nighttime, so we don't need to worry about daylight coming in, natural light. All right, awesome. All right, we can go to zoom level 20. Oh, there's the Eiffel Tower, and it's lit up! Woo! Look at that. Oh, it's just glowing. Wow. Is that Notre Dame down there? All right, city's starting to generate, so this is cool. I can see the Eiffel Tower from here. That's great. All right. There's the Arc de Triomphe. There's the River Seine Eiffel Tower, the Louvière. Huh, interesting. Probably some famous destinations that I see. All right, we're going to be coming up to our vector here shortly. I don't like how far they're bringing me out and how high we are, but it's okay. Probably the constraints. All right, let's get landing weight monitor. G's. Get flight recorder. All right, they're all connected. Nice, 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 nice. Oh, there's a city. Oh, wow. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
Traffic, Air France 406, ready check.
All right, probably someone on ground. And there's Paris, ladies and gentlemen.
5, sir. Thank you.
Anyone on tower frequency? Nope. Oh, there it is. Wow. Woohoo! Look at that. There's the Eiffel Tower. At nighttime, that's incredible as well. How far are we? A little bit to go. I'm just kind of surprised how high they're bringing me up. All right, let's go ahead and get our vector ready. Ready to go in a moment. I mean, they have me really going far out. That's insane. All right, let's go ahead and begin. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Air France 406 heavy lining up. 9 right, rolling takeoff.
One niner. Okay, QNH. Localizer. Capture. There you go. So maybe the approach phase is already activated. Huh. Okay. All right, inside of the airport. Approach mode, activate. Go down to flight level 30. That is a far vector. I don't know why they had me coming out that far. All right, flight level 50. Engage the flap. All right, speed brakes. Engage. Auto brake medium. Engage. Speed 180. Actually, 200 or 195. They really had me go far out. That's incredible. I don't know
Air
what to
France
say.
406 Heavy, we're at 1,700. We're going to climb the cruise 300. Paris.
Okay, hang on 1 second. Air France, 19er Quebec Alpha on final for runway 08 left. Okay, approach one's activated. 180. Okay. Flight level 30 is coming up. So that would mean second flap. Awesome. Looking good. Looks like it's working. It's just not doing its job. Gear coming down. Next set of flaps, 160 knots. Camera is ready. Manage speed. Looking good. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming in. Whew. Let's do this. Let my hands move around a little bit. All right. Final flap. Speed brakes are armed. Full flaps are down. Great. I don't know why the glide slope's not on, that's why. But it worked. That's awesome. Not worried. Recording. Start. I don't know why it disconnected, but that's okay. We got it from here. Air France 19er Quebec Alpha, landing runway 08 left.
Above. 400. Minimum.
Do this.
$200. 100.
30, 20, retard, 5.
Not bad. Not bad at all. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Paris, and we are on the ground. Whoa, rudder pedal. All right, flaps coming up. Landing lights off. Runway lights off. And last but not least, strobes off. Fantastic. What did we get today, ladies and gentlemen? Woo! Below 100 feet per minute. Negative 79. Perfect. Oh my God, that was a beautiful touchdown. I absolutely floated. It was beautiful. All right. I'll tell you all about it in a second. So, what a touchdown. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make a quick stop on Whiskey 4. I'm going to check out which gate they use in real life, and then we'll taxi there. So, 1 second. Let me just check the real world flight. Hold on. Okay, so they've used... Paris, they've used... Okay, I see the general direction. Okay, got it. So I think we're going to be taxiing to gate... Foxtrot 66. Okay, I think I know where I'm going to be going. What a butter touchdown that was. That was incredible. I mean, it was just soft. I'm actually going to give that landing a 9.3 out of 10. It was just smooth. Tango, Echo 5. Air France 19er, Quebec Alpha, taxiing to gate Foxtrot 66 via Tango, Romeo 17, Echo 5, Golf, Echo 2. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely buttered that landing. It's incredible. Center line was insane. Almost perfect. Like the tiniest bit inch off, but it, oh God, that was awesome. Okay, here we go. Here's Romeo. We almost overshot it. Woo! Almost overshot it, but okay. Uh-oh. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Yeah, I made a bad call there. There you go. That's a lot better. This is the freeware Charles de Gaulle as well. It's really good. It's really quiet here tonight. Here we go over a bridge. Let's see if this bridge does not glitch. I hope it doesn't, but let's see. So far, it's looking good. Yeah, it's looking fine. Hopefully, fingers crossed. All right, turning onto Golf. Awesome. All right, APUs can come on now. Freeware Charles de Gaulle is incredible. Sounded really good. I know. Nice looking landing. Excellent landing. Definitely a 9.85. I gave it a 9.3. It was really smooth. All right, then we're gonna have to do some iFly practice before Saturday. I'm getting there with the iFly though. I'm getting more comfortable with it. Okay, coming into our gate closer. And here's Echo 3. Or maybe it's Foxtrot 3. No, it's Echo, I think. So the second to last gate we want. All right, here we go. Foxtrot 4. Hang on a minute. Okay, so that's it right here. To our left. It's taxi. Foxtrot 4. Let me just see if GSX can get our Foxtrot 4. No. Here you go. Awesome. This is looking really well done. Slow it. Slow it. Slow it. Slow it. and distance. See if we can get 0, 0. Okay, hang on. All right, 0 and 0. Cut engines. Nice. Okay. Here's what we need to do now. Engine 1, engine 2. Seatbelts. Awesome. Very, very good parking. And what a flight that was. Holy crap. I thought he was dancing for a second. All right, beacons, jetway. Oh, I see. Deboard. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. That was a great flight. All right, we're down. All right, so let's take a look, shall we? Let's go to Elvatex. Hang on. That's beautiful. All right, I want to go to Elvatex for a quick second. I want to show you all how it worked out. All right, Elvatex, what did you give me? Hold on. You have to give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta find it. Okay, and then... let me take a look at something. Alright, now where is Elvatex? There we go. Properties, go to Elvatex. Alright, there's one. And there's two. Alright, let's take a look and also turn off our camera. Nice. Okay. Let's see how this worked out. Alright, Nice to Paris. Let's see what our profile is at now. What did that just say? 154 FPM, that's pretty good. 290 hours flown. I might get to close to 300 hours this weekend. Elvatex. Oh, man. It's a shame that they... Okay, you know what? I'm disappointed in the Vector. You want to know why? It's because of the constraints that they had into Paris. That's the disappointing thing. They have us coming in really far, which is... I don't know why they have charts coming into Paris that far out, so that's really weird. Okay, so this is the landing, ladies and gentlemen. First square, second square, fourth square. Like, centered, negative 79, 113 knots. G-force really, really good. If we got off at Whiskey 5, it could have been a little bit better, because we could have taxied directly onto Echo 5, getting to the gate, but not bad. All right, so the real-world flight arrived today in 1 hour and 15 minutes. Or actually, no, 1 hour and 23, and what did I arrive in? 1 hour and 18 by 5 minutes. I'm defeated by 5 minutes. There you go. All right, look at that. That's beautiful. Like, centerline's almost perfect. It may have been perfect if you look at the replay, but really, really soft and butter touchdown. So I'm proud of that. Landing rate monitor gave me a negative 80, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm unfortunate to say this, but Are you ready to hear what G's gave me? Um, G's gave me a 185. I did not feel like a 185. What are you talking about, G's? Oh boy. G's gave me a 185. This is what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. I don't like G's all the time. Sometimes G's is right. I'll give you credit for Denver, G's, but no, it was not 185. It was, at least they gave me below 200 though. That's good. But still, wow. So I don't know what to say. What a shame, G's. That's incredible. Uh, yeah, I don't know. All right, Sim. Awesome. All right, we're back. Let's see how the deboarding's going. I mean, the approach was really smooth, but the problem is I just don't like the constraints coming into Paris. It's really awkward. Yeah. Oops. Not mean to do that. I can see PAX deboardings. That's awesome. All right, so let's look at chat. Okay, Pilot Pete, great flight, great landing. I'll watch you on Saturday. Have a good night. Time for me to go to bed. Thank you so much for watching, blind listener. It's a pleasure seeing you in the chat. Thank you so much. And thank you for the support as well. All right. What a butter that was. Incredible. I'm going to go watch the replay and see that again. It's just a shame that, I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like the vector far out. It's just, I don't get why, I don't understand how the constraints in Paris are just so awful. So I don't know. But we are doing really well. Fourth square exactly. That's even better. All right. So really proud of that. Really, really proud of that. We'll watch the landing here momentarily. I do want to show you all. I will begin getting the videos uploaded too, so that'd be nice. Oh. Gotta turn the brake fans on. All right, let me... All right. Let's see how we're doing. Oh, wow. 18 packs left. Let's go. Go ahead and get our engines on. Make sure. The reason why I'm turning my strobes on is because of the whatchamacallits. Woo! That's bright. Sorry about that, people, but we're going to be doing a replay momentarily, so... All right. All right, let's see. Are all packs boarded? Deboarded? Nice, they are. All right, deboarding completed. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and do the replay, ladies and gentlemen. If the engine wants to turn on, I don't know why it's not. APUs and stuff are on. It could be, well... Well, okay, we'll give it a go. Turn off Elvatex. Turn off landing with monitor. Disconnect from VATSIM, by the way. That's pretty important. Don't want to be doing flight recorder on VATSIM. That would be a shame of a... whatchamacallit. Let's see. Let's do this.
Too low. Terrain.
Oh,
Don't sink.
jeez.
Don't sink.
See how center it was. Oh yeah, that's a great flare. Not bad. Oh jeez. Jeez is still on. Quit. I'd like to see the wing view. Sorry for that noise. Jeez. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. There you go. There you go. Let's see what happens. Ready? It's like if I held it a tiny bit more. The flare was perfect though. I don't know. There you go. We already saw the pilot view, so we'll watch the far view. Pause replay. I want to go back and then we'll end the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Okay. Here you go. Let me go ahead and go back a tiny bit so y'all can see. Woo! I thought that I lost the flare a little bit. It did not look like a... Huh, interesting. Alright, well, I hope you all have enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch the stream today. It's been a pleasure being your pilot. We will see you all on Saturday for a flight from Mexico City to Las Vegas in the iFly 737 MAX. Thank you for watching, and as always, hope you have a great day. Bye-bye!